Who is the king of the Champions League? Real Madrid. Which team was the best business performer last year? Again, it's Real Madrid. This is an obvious truth that is hard to deny. There is no club that can reach the milestone of 14 Champions League titles. Man City made good money last season but still could not surpass Real. According to a statistic published in early 2024, Los Blancos has a number of followers of up to 372.75 million people on social media platforms. Notably, the White Vulture has led this category since 2021 until now, and the number is still increasing. Being a Real Madrid fan is truly pleasant. Loyal, passionate support, and at the end of the year, celebrating the trophies with the club is so simple, right? However, to achieve this status, Los Blancos had to go through a long journey. Established in 1902 with the original name of Madrid Football Club, playing in a familiar white shirt, the title Real in Spanish means royal, that was granted by King Alfonso III in 1920, along with the royal crown on their emblem. Los Blancos started moving to their home ground, Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, since 1947. Unlike most other clubs, members of the club have been in charge throughout the process of formation and development. The most famous and successful president in history must be mentioned was Bernabéu, who was named the club's home ground. He served as president from 1943 until his death in 1978. Before Bernabéu took over, the club was just a mid-tier club, even though the number of titles they have won is less than the same city team Atletico. Under the management of this president, the club has grown to become the greatest club of Spain and even in Europe, as evidenced by winning 16 La Liga titles and 5 C1 Cup, and most notably the direction of developing and leading the club with a timeless vision of this president. He is the person who proposed the plan to expand the home field to become a stadium with a capacity of 81,044 seats in 1944. Since then, subsequent presidents have continuously developed the club to a new level, but it wasn't until it was run by Florentino Perez that everything became even greater. What makes Old Father Perez so special is the building of generations of talented and legacy players over the years through Galacticos 1.0, 2.0, and now 3.0. They are always the most talented players who are pompous and captivate fans through each period. In Los Blancos' football thinking, they do not put too much emphasis on winning 3 or 4. Every year, what they aim for is usually just double C titles. For Real, sustainability is the top priority. This makes them often win big and win the trophy over the year, not a glorious tournament, and then suddenly end. This has affected the club's way of looking at problems. They are responsible for bringing back championships each year, but along with that, the trophies must go along with the great style of play. What Los Blancos aims for is a balance between humanity and art. They don't talk about morality, no more than a club. They aim for sustainability in terms of both achievement and making money. But before looking for the vast revenue, Real Madrid understands that what needs to be done is to build an attractive and sustainable style of play. That's why building super talented galaxies is what is being aimed for. Jorge Valdano, a former sports director of Real Madrid, said in an interview in the early 2000s as follows: "No one noticed that last summer Barcelona bought more than us, and the total amount was also more. The difference was that the 2 players that Real Madrid brought in were named Figo and Zidane. At that time, both Figo and Zidane were prominent stars in world football. The special thing is that before coming to Real, they were both in clubs that were not average. But the vision and direction of development in the direction of the football group is what attracted the top names to the Bernabéu Stadium. Galacticos 1.0 also started here. It was an extremely successful generation with consecutive titles. Florentino Perez, left in 2006, made the club fall into crisis. But just 3 years later, he was reappointed as president and helped the club return to a prosperous trajectory. With the return of Perez, Galacticos 2.0 was also formed. In 2009, many superstars respectively came to Bernabéu Stadium, including Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, and Xabi Alonso. In the following years, Ángel Di Maria, Mesut Ozil, Luka Modric, and Gareth Bale also joined to form a new generation of young stars. Galacticos 2.0, with the prominence of the BBC attacking trio, Benzema, Bale, and Cristiano, brought fear to the whole of Europe throughout the time. After that, the title also came up continuously. Real's strength comes from the collective, not from any individual, that ensures sustainability and brings back titles year after year, and not be dependent. Each player coming to the Royal Spanish team will take responsibility for continuing to write history for the club. When they wear white shirt proudly, they understand what they need to do to maintain the greatness of the club together. By the summer of 2023, Karim Benzema, the last member of the BBC trio, left the club. Upcoming departures could include Toni Kroos and Luka Modric. They also followed. It can be said that President Perez's Galacticos 2.0 has gradually come to an end, but the preparations for the new Galacticos 3.0 have also been planned for a long time. Now, with players like Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Jude Bellingham are becoming the club's future, and potentially upcoming is Kylian Mbappe joining. A new generation of superstars has formed, and this new generation ensures the club's continued success. The talented players' generation attract a massive fan base and titles, maintaining the club's elite status, all of which complement each other to ultimately create a club with a solid financial foundation. COVID-19 caused many clubs to fall into dire straits. Looking at another giant in Spain like Barcelona, the Spotify Camp Nou home team now still hasn't been able to escape the debt quagmire after many years and extreme hardship to rebalance their finances. Real Madrid, however, managed to overcome this trend and maintain economic strength to this day. So we can see how strong their financial foundation is. According to a Deloitte Football Money League report, an organization with 27 years of experience researching the finances of clubs, Real Madrid was the highest-earning club in the 2022-2023 season, surpassing even Man City. The Spanish royal team earned $831.4 million, an increase of $118 million from the previous season. This strong growth came from broadcast copyrights, business performance of organizational products sold as souvenirs on match days, as well as the number of spectators coming to the stadium to watch more. Deloitte's Money League report highlighted another record-breaking year for clubs, reflecting the ongoing financial strength in football. Especially, the high demand for live sports points towards further growth in commercial and matchday revenues as clubs seem no longer rely on exponential broadcast revenue growth. Creating a more commercially focused business model will help clubs achieve more and control their financial stability. In early 2024, Real Madrid defeated their arch-rivals Barça to win the Spanish Super Cup. Upcoming challenges are extremely important arenas in La Liga and the Champions League. Over the past time, the club's strength has been seriously affected by injuries, but under the guidance of Coach Ancelotti, the White Vulture continue to rush to the finish line with extremely important victories. When important pillars return, Real's competitiveness will significantly increase. It is likely that the home team at Bernabeu Stadium will bring back at least one more championship. Each person loves Los Blancos for various reasons, but all these reasons are factors to bring success to the club. All together have created a formidable Real Madrid, the team of royalty and silver and gold.